Welcome back to the G-Rated Family Gaming Channel. I just wanted to go over what I know so far about the Crystal Key. So, we've been watching Creek, we've been watching Landon, we've been watching Defile, we've been watching Russo Plays, and it sounds like they're all playing Hexaria. And I don't know if any of you guys noticed earlier, but a lot of people kind of discovered that there's this mysterious fella named Bernard in one of these places. I think you've got to actually kind of go up to the hill, and there's a place where there's multiple houses. Inside of one of those houses, you talk to Bernard. He says something in Latin that translates to "light speaks," and then at night you have to find this light. I think it's like a light. You're kind of standing on one of these pillars here on a hill, and then you find a light that flickers, and it flickers Morse code. It's going to give you some sort of like 4-letter word or something. It might not make any sense, but it's different for everybody. I can't tell you guys what it is because if I got one, it would be totally different for you. So you have to go, you have to figure it out yourself. There's lots of Morse code translators that you can find on the internet, so just get your dashes and your dots, write them down as soon as you can, get your Morse code, and then you want to go back to Bernard, it sounds like. And then after you go back to Bernard, you enter, after he says light, or the light speaks in Latin, you want to go and talk to him again and tell him, basically in response, you want to tell him what the Morse code is. And then he will give you a fortune cookie. Here we've got a little SpongeBob dude here. We've got my friend Zero here in the house. You can see he's hanging out, he's doing his thing. But this is Bernard. He says Lux Loquitur, and that is translated to light speaks. If you type that, it really doesn't do anything for you. You have to come and type in whatever your little code is that you learned from the flashing light. So after you go to the flashing light, okay, I've taken some notes here on what you're supposed to do. So after you do that, he gives you a fortune cookie. The fortune cookie says 12, 35, 57, 32, 77. If you take that number and you enter it up here into Roblox games, you enter that, and then you come in here and you've got this game called Shermer, which is basically like the same thing. As you may have noticed, this game Shermer is made by Bit Squad Games, the same people that did Hexaria. So there might be something in here. If you go into Shermer, let's see what happens if we play. So Shermer just puts you in another server for Hexaria. If it's, I don't know if it's the exact same game or what, or you actually have to go in and solve things here, but that is just kind of very interesting. Cambris Intern 01. I don't know if we have to go to this different level or this different map, or how things get saved, or if you end up like losing a bunch of progress in the process of doing this, but this seems like it might be a clue. Okay, so the plot thickens further if you go into all of the avatar stuff and you go to look for stuff in the catalog and you type fortune cookie, you will find this, and then you get this fortune cookie here. It says, nom nom nom, a mysterious stranger will be the key to my success. Silly cookie. Cookies are for eating, not for prophesizing. Well, so there is a mysterious stranger inside the game in a white room that you have to find, and it sounds like you have to talk to him. Another thing we know is that if you enter these into a certain spot, you will end up getting these 3 questions. So this is part of a riddle, and everyone is thinking that you have to go and answer these questions to that person in the white room. So there's some mysterious stranger in a white room, and you have to figure out what these answers are. So far, we don't know what it is. Some people are saying, what's yours? I don't know, your hand, your life, you know, what paddles swiftly. I don't know, people sometimes say row, sometimes people are saying oar. People have said life paddles swiftly because it says, because if you enter these numbers in another area, you get this saying, I think, from Ferris Bueller that says, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you can miss it. So a lot of people have said that in Hexaria, if you go in there and you play, there's a spot where if you kind of look up in the ceiling, you see some numbers. I haven't seen that, and I haven't seen what the numbers are. I heard somebody say, there's a witch in the woods, and then you have to say something to her, like deliver. But I don't know. So far, like nobody has gotten the gold crown yet, so it's still up for grabs. But this is what we know so far. You have to do the Morse code. You have to go back to Bernard, enter the Morse code. He gives you the fortune cookie. You enter the numbers in the catalog, and then the fortune cookie item says the mysterious stranger holds the key. And then where they got this Ferris Bueller quote, I'm not exactly sure, but guys, people are working on this, and it sounds like Hexaria is it. So everybody has basically mobilized over to Hexaria, and that's what they're playing. So good luck. I hope this helps you guys. I'm sorry I don't have any more information for you right now, but as soon as there's more information, as soon as somebody gets the key, as soon as we know how to do that, I will let you guys know if somebody gets the gold key, and as soon as I know how it's done, I will make a video to teach you guys how to do that. So good luck, guys, out there, and happy hunting. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell if you have not done that yet, so that you can get notified every time videos come out for this event.